Hey Gemini, how are we this week? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are looking at a bit of stuff about the family situations. Okay, so regardless of whether this is your blood family, your parents, your siblings, this could also be looking at your family, that your living situation, that family, or we all do say that sometimes family is not blood as well. So the family that you have chosen in this lifetime may be the ones that come through. But please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that. Leave a comment on one of my videos if you want to go in the draw for a free personal reading. But this week I've got the Seeker's Lenormand, and I also do have the Mystic Martian Oracle. Okay, so we're going to get some interesting messages with that one. But firstly, we're going to start off looking at your family situation, Gemini. Okay, what's going on for Gemini with family? What's going on for Gemini with family? And we'll clarify as we need there. I am seeing on the bottom of the deck here the child and the moon energy. So I do feel as though there may be some emotions being stirred up when it comes to children in the family. So whether that's your own children, the want to have children, somebody else's children within the family, it just looks like there's some emotions getting stirred up within the family there with the children aspect. I do have the stork coming out first for you, and anyone that does watch my channel and has seen me talk about the stork card in the past, this can actually be talking about pregnancy issues as well. So seeing the emotions in regard to children on the bottom of the deck there, there may definitely be some issues around a pregnancy, or a potential child, that is sort of under the surface of some family issues at the moment. There may just be some tensions. I'm kind of feeling the energy of not so much an actual pregnancy, but more so along the lines of a wanted, desired pregnancy, especially when the second card we do have here is the Star, which would sort of show that desire to, maybe have children, or somebody in the family who has had issues with conception and those sorts of things. But for those of you where pregnancy is not any sort of issue within your family unit, the stork really just talks about stirring things up, some energy getting stirred up. I'm going to clarify that and see what exactly is getting stirred up for you and your family here, Gemini. Clarify the stork energy. What is the new energy getting stirred up for Gemini in the family unit? Yeah, so we're clarifying that with the coffin and the mouse. Okay, so I know these cards are, the imagery is quite different to what we're used to with the standard deck here. That is the coffin there. So you do see that chrysalis. So just like a chrysalis, the coffin, it's not necessarily, the be all and end all. It does talk about death bringing new beginnings, death and rebirth. The chrysalis imagery there does sort of show us that, when the butterfly, the caterpillar, I should say, goes into the chrysalis, it is completely reborn into a butterfly, turns into goo while it's inside that chrysalis, and then is, reformed completely. So that's, an ending that is bringing a new beginning about. The ending we do see there with the mouse energy, the little mouse inside the skull there, it does talk about loss. So we are looking at something that has ended in the past within the family unit, an ending that it's bringing around this new energy. So it's kind of like moving on from something that has been stressing someone out. Once again, I'm getting that, issues around conception definitely striking for some of you here, Gemini. Potentially, conception issues or pregnancy issues, all those sorts of things. I don't want to sort of delve into the ending side of that, but there's definitely some cycles that may have ended when it comes to pregnancy, and that is allowing new beginnings to come through as well. So I do sort of see with that too. I am getting the conception issue with, like, medical help with conception, that a certain cycle, like, I personally don't know much about that. Um, but like, I feel like I'm just sort of getting this imagery of like a cycle ending, like you having to, doing some sort of hormone treatment or something, and that cycle has ended, and ending that, or ending something on a health aspect. So maybe there's a certain food that somebody was eating that you didn't actually realize was affecting this person's hormones, and now that has ended, we're actually seeing the potential new beginning coming from that. Some sort of cycle that has ended here for some of you there. So I don't know whether this is you or somebody around you in the family unit here, but I am getting sort of those sorts of messages coming through in regard to hormonal treatment and external help with conception, and those sorts of things coming through, that the ending of something, some sort of something, especially too when it comes to the ending of stress in general, the ending, the acceptance and letting go of stress is actually creating these new beginnings for you within the family. Okay, so for those of you where you are struggling with conception, your wishes are very, very close at hand here, with the star card coming through, that everything that you're wishing for, it can be fulfilled, it can come true for you here. All your dreams and desires are within reach when we see that star's energy. There just seems to be some growth that is needed, some expansion that is needed here. The tree really does talk about looking after yourself, looking after your physical and mental well-being, taking care of yourself. So I do feel as though for some of you here, there may be a family member who does need to take care of themselves a little bit more, and learn a little bit more about how they can be taking better care of themselves. They're just needing some help, gaining that extra knowledge, that extra wisdom on how to take care of themselves. So there may also be a Gemini here that I'm just seeing a lot of caring interaction here too. So there may be a Gemini out there who is caring for a family member while they're going through some personal struggles and that sort of stuff as well. But I'm just going to grab some cards just to look at, upcoming, advice for Gemini with family issues, please. Yeah, so pretty strong message there. We've got the home card. You can see there that little turtle shell is home. Home is where you make it. Home is what you carry around in your heart. Staying strong and secure within yourself, within the family unit. There's a lot of security to be had with the family. It is the card of family and that home base kind of energy, staying very strong and secure, being very supportive as well. We do have the dog coming through here as well, which is the card of friendship, looking after each other, supporting each other, showing each other understanding and compassion, spending time with each other as well. So for those of you who aren't spending that much time with the family, I would suggest as advice here that really is going to help solve any of these issues within the family, is just spending a little bit more time at the family home with the family unit, just being a family and being friends, with your family as well, being a friend to yourself as first and foremost, of course, but also, being there to support your family when they do need you. Okay, so that's what we have in regard to family issues. We're going to move on to the Mystic Martian Oracle and just get, I'm just sort of feeling that there's probably some other things that you're wanting to know about at the moment. Okay. Other important messages for Gemini, please. Other important messages for Gemini. Okay, firstly, we have the Eben's card. Okay, that does say mystery, reading between the lines, intuition. We also have the alchemy, the philosopher's stone, infinity, destiny, magic. Okay, so your intuition and the magic all around you at the moment, Gemini. I feel like whatever this is that's on your mind, you kind of already know exactly what's going on with this situation. Magic's in the air a little bit here for you. It's an infinite destiny kind of topic for you here, but we'll delve into that a little bit here. Okay, what else does Gemini need to know right now, please? What else does Gemini need to know right now? Why is that, please? One more. Why is that, please? Clarify why Gemini needs to know that. Okay, so follow the message of following your intuition coming through very strong, reading between the lines. All right, we do have the letter coming through, some sort of incoming communication. We do have the fish there and then the whip. Okay, so there is some sort of incoming communication in regard to trouble with abundance, trouble with finances, trouble with your wealth, conflict, some sort of drama. It's coming through as pretty much just financial troubles. I'm feeling for a lot of you that this is, things that you thought were, financial troubling issues around you personally. Receiving some sort of communication. The reason you need to know that is the clover, which the clover does talk about. Luck is actually on your side at the moment. Reading between the lines that I'm kind of getting, reading the paperwork very thoroughly here, because there's like some sort of loophole where you're able to actually take a bit of a chance, take a gamble, to rectify this trouble for yourself. So if you have, and we do have alchemy, the philosopher's stone as well. So it's kind of like being able to turn this financial issue to your own benefit here. Whatever's going on for you, I'm just sort of getting that for a lot of you, this is an existing financial trouble that you have had. You may have just had some concerns or a bit of drama, a bit of feeling as though you're being punished financially for something. So it definitely can be talking about fines and things like that. But luck is on your side at the moment. There's some sort of chance or investment that you can kind of swing this situation, some sort of loophole even, that you can actually swing this to your own betterment here, your own benefit. Reading between the lines, there's definitely something in there where, on the surface, you may think that this is financial drama, financial trouble, but there's actually a way to turn this on its head and totally flip the script on this, whatever's negative with this financial issue here. So I'm kind of getting that for some of you, it's like you're receiving a fine in the mail. But like if you actually read the paperwork carefully, there's like they haven't written something properly. So, there's a loophole you can get out of it because, they haven't written it down. They haven't written the right thing properly. And so it's not actually legally standing. So kind of like, if you get something like a fine in the mail or something like that, don't just pay it automatically. Read between the lines. Make sure you read that document very carefully, because there's actually a chance here to flip the script on that and get it going back around in your favor. The clover, as why you need to know this, is because the luck is on your side. If you look for this 4-leaf clover, you will find it and you will have good luck. So it's just a matter of looking for the answer. The answer is going to be there in that, whatever that communication is. I feel like for majority of you, this is some sort of paperwork. Okay, and like I said, that alchemy, turning something that might appear that you're getting a lump of coal delivered, through this paperwork, but you can actually turn this into gold. There may even be a way for some of you here. It's kind of like you're receiving something where you're thinking that this is actually a negative financial impacting thing, but you can actually make money out of this. You can actually somehow turn this into an investment. Um, taking a bit of a gamble to change how this plays out. All right. So the clover really does show you that it's just a matter of you sitting down and picking through all the grass until you find that little four-leaf clover, and then that's the little magic ticket, the magic, the destiny, the solution here with that philosopher's stone, the alchemy, being able to turn it into gold for yourself. So, whatever this is arising for you here, you definitely need to just double check the fine print. Follow your intuition. There's more to this than initially seems. All right. So that's what we have for you this week, Gemini. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. Make sure you leave a comment if you want to go in the draw for that free personal reading, and hopefully I'll see you all soon.